Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Gavin, but the cool kids call me GT, and we back again once again with another weekly episode of the RealmBreakers podcast. And I hope you guys are having yourselves a great one. And you already know who I got with me today. Go ahead and introduce yourself there, Playboy.
What's good, everybody? This your boy, your multi-dimensional flip lord, aka Ron Wilson, bus driver, spiking boy, all kinds of aliases out here. But what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another Realm Breakers podcast. How y'all doing tonight?
And today, y'all already know how it goes. This, just a chill podcast where we got some interesting topics. Some topics that came from off the top of the dome, and where we just talk about some of the things that we've been peeping, either in either in social media or just the overall thought. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the first topic. Well, actually, it's the first and second topic merged.
Yeah, we're gonna put them together like fusion dance. All right. I'm gonna do this. All right, so we had part 1/2 of JoJo. All right, so what anime or video game overall let you down? Like you thought it was gonna be cool at first, but at the same time, it by the end of it, you just like, man, it sucks. Like, it just amounted to it. Just you went from happy, then you went from sad to the end.
Okay. How about this? We're gonna split it up like this. What is an anime and video game that disappoints you in your childhood to what is an anime and video game that disappoints you now?
Childhood?
Yes, sir.
I mean, now, yeah, but like childhood, I gotta think about it. I gotta think. So you go ahead and go first on that one.
Okay, so I can't really say childhood because I kind of got into this anime game late. But look, and Hut already knows what anime I'm about to say. An anime that disappointed me was X the anime. It's like what I said. It's a big fucking fest hype. Like real talk, it's a big fucking hype show to where everybody's literally saying the Dragon of Heaven is going to whoop the Dragon of Earth's ass. The like everyone is saying this. Even the people who are a part of Team Dragon Earth are like, yeah, we're gonna lose, but I'd rather go out in a blaze of glory or some shit like that. And I was, yeah, like real talk. Like yeah, like real talk. Like this is no bullshit. Because it's destiny and the fate and all the bullshit that they like to spew when it comes to this. I mean, care like, oh well, damn, it looks like I've been choosing to work for the Dragon of Earth. Oh damn, it looks like I was choosing to work for the Dragon of Heaven and things of that nature. Now, don't get me wrong. Well, first and foremost, the intro is fire, but freaking X the anime. It's like what I said. It's a fucking big hype fest with no payoff. Because in the end, the Dragon of Earth kills the Dragon of Heaven. And apparently the last wish of the Dragon of Heaven was to send a barrier across Earth so nothing can fuck with it no more on the outside. Like no aliens can invade or anything of that nature. And I'm like, man, this is fucking... Alright, really? This is dumb. I mean, okay, granted, yes. The ending was dope. However, it just feels dumb to me. And those are one of the few animes that kind of just brought me down like, boo, I don't want to do this shit no more. Childhood game, Superman 64.
Okay.
He's fucking back, okay? So Superman 64, because we spoke about Superman 64 in another topic, but this one I feel like deserves it better because first and foremost, y'all, I was a kid. It's fucking Superman. Of course I want a fucking Superman game to be good. But when I was a kid, a naive kid who didn't know nothing about graphics and glitches and bugs, even I said that this game was trash.
It was ass. Not the good kind.
I was so sick and tired of flying in these stupid ass circles. When can I beat somebody up? We gotta pick up a car and throw it at their ass.
Exactly.
That fucking bullshit. Like, oh yeah, you gotta fly through these circles. Man, it's trash. Get out of my face. I don't do this shit.
Lex Luthor's like, I'm gonna destroy the city, Superman. And then as soon as the mission starts, you just gotta fly through fucking circles.
Exactly. You're like, oh yeah, fly through circles. Oh yeah, fly through circles. Fly through circles. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm not about to do that. Okay, I'm not gonna freaking do that. Not that. Man, it's trash. But yeah, game anime wise for childhood would have to be extra anime and freaking the Superman 64 game. The game was fucking trash. I'm gonna keep saying the game is trash every time it's mentioned. It's trash.
But all right. For me, the anime now, it's an older anime, but it's an anime I would never in my life watch again. I utterly despise. All right, the Devilman Crybaby is a piece of shit, and I hate it. All right,
I'm in this right now. How dare
no,
you?
shut up.
I'm in this right. No, you shut up.
I ain't.
You ain't giving one of my favorites a piece of shit title. You better freaking correct.
All right, I cleaned this shit up. All right, it's freaking correct. All right, I cleaned this shit up. All right, Devilman Crybaby is booted butt cheeks. All right.
Are you serious?
No, it's the what? What happened?
Don't make no damn sense.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Devilman Crybaby had to be. Listen, the whole anime. I'm just sitting here asking all these freaking questions of why. Every question was why. Everybody in the, just about animation was clean. Okay, animation was clean. Fight scenes was dope. Designs of demons and stuff. Well, not all of them, but main character, his demon design was immaculate. Okay, it's pretty fucking dope. And yeah, I got some good shit. So it's just the story and how it played out. Everything. By the time you start getting to like the ending, it just feels super. It just starts to feel more. Yeah, I understand. It's like one of those montage situations, stuff like that, where you show like you have one thing happen and you just show like the aftermath of everything, but kind of like in a kind of a fast paced kind of way. But the way they did it, I didn't like. It felt rushed. It felt rushed. The final battle kind of felt rushed, and the overall ending just was like, what the fuck, you know? Because at the end of it all, God just came down and said, nah, I'm resetting this. I'm gonna reset y'all asses. But man, it just felt like, you find out that dinosaurs was demons. I'm like, what the fuck? Also, everybody just fucking died. Like everybody just fucking died. Everybody died in horrible fucking ways. And I understand that happens, but it's just the way it happened. And then also the way people was turning on each other so damn easily. It was just mass fucking hysteria. And it was like, oh, he's a homeboy gets something. Like, first of all, fuck the main villain. All right, fuck him. He was like, yeah, man, if you suspect anybody a demon, kill their ass. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna think about this. Like, you didn't give us nothing of how what a demon acts like and all this shit. When nobody asked for proof, everybody just went along with it. And I was just sitting here like, so y'all just gonna go along with the shit? Ain't nobody gonna think? And then we get this big ass and then now we got the main crew, who is the rapping crew, who was making the beats and stuff and the beatboxing. Those was my boys, right? But then two of them turned on them, the two quiet motherfuckers, the tall quiet dude and the short quiet dude. They just turned on their asses, and then like that. Now you got a group of fucking Timmys and Timmys and Jasons and Roberts walking around just around the city, just killing every freaking body. They broke in the house, killed all the main crew, killed the main character's girl, hung their heads on pikes, set them on fire. What the fuck? Y'all mean to tell me y'all just broke in this house of innocent people, thinking they were demons, and then you just like that don't make you think that, hey, maybe we the demons? Like, that's fuck. And I'm glad that they died, because homeboy came in and was like, nah, y'all the real demons. He snapped. He was already like, I'm not gonna kill humans. But then he fucking snapped and just killed every fucking body. But it was just everything was just happening so fast. And then like homeboy gets all the demons to team up and whatever. And it was just, I just didn't like how everything was just so felt rushed, you know. Also, the goddamn the club scene, holy shit. But that's a story for another day. But man, I just Devil May Cry, it just it was cool at first, and then then he get in the middle, everything just sad, and then the ending was just what the fuck? Because at the end of it all, nothing fucking matters because everything just reset anyway. And the main character lost. There, all the good guys lost, and the main dude just sitting there like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, man, fuck you. All right, fuck your manipulating ass. All right, but yeah, man, Devil, I wanted to like it. I did like it for a while, but then I'm just sitting there like, man, fuck this. Y'all can smoke perfect. Y'all can smoke perfect and die. But a video game overall, like, not turned me down, that let me down. It's a game. Okay, it's not the initial game itself. It's the add-ons and the DLC after. And I'm talking about Indivisible. This guy knows. This guy knows. I fucking love that game. I still do. But the studio for that game kind of like disappeared. So we're probably never getting Indivisible 2 unless somebody else do it. But when they did their final DLC updates and patches and all this shit, they added a new DLC where you can now replay the entire game at the same level that you beat the game on. But guess what? Everything's ultra hard. Everything can kill you. Everything can kill you in one hit or two hits. Even if all your characters are level 99 and all that shit. Yeah, motherfucker. Everything can kill you in one hit. And it basically just made the whole game unplayable. I basically had to go through that entire game without getting hit or without getting any random encounters, even though I'm fucking level 99. So, but a lot of random encounters you can't even escape from. So it's like, yo, like, it's stupid. I don't want to play this game on ultra hard mode, even though you gave me a new form and all this shit. The final boss is already hard enough. Okay, fuck that, but fuck the final boss. One of the greatest final bosses I've ever fought against. Don't get me wrong. And that woman really made me goddamn work. But fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. Ultra hard mode. I'm like, yo, you can kiss my ass. You can kiss the fattest part of my ass. I'm not playing that. I'm not. So yeah, Indivisible DLC shit just overall just made me just not want to play the game ever again. You got anything else you want to say before we move on?
Okay, so you said your current, because you also said you still had to think about your childhood, right?
Childhood, that's hard. Yeah.
Okay, so my current, a game that disappointed me, man. Now, this is a personal one. Dynasty Warriors 9. I'm a huge fan of the Warriors games. I love the Warriors games. I love the franchise. I love the Warriors games. Samurai Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, even their spin-offs, Pirate Warriors, Fist of the North Star, all of those. However, y'all wanted to try and do something different with Dynasty Warriors 9, and it did not work. It didn't work at all. In fact, it was downright trash. Now, I played the game, and I tried to enjoy it for what it is. As a big fucking if try. Like, real talk. That's a big if I tried to enjoy it. Now, yeah, I beat the game because, first and foremost, man, it's Dynasty Warriors. Granted, yes, it has a new coat of paint, but at the end of it, but the soul of it, it's still a Dynasty Warriors game. It got my favorite characters and everything. But the dynamic of the game that you made, instead of it making from, oh yeah, you can go from stage to stage to stage, you made it an open world game where you can go anywhere. But it's empty. It is a empty ass open world game. Now, yeah,
It's not alive.
Right, it's not alive. Now, yeah, you'll come across a couple of animals. Shout out to them for making pandas your friends. But yeah, you come across a whole bunch of animals that want to kill you, or you come across some bandits that want to rob you. But that's not.
God damn.
But that's not a lot. That's not a lot. The game does not feel alive, and that's the problem. And I wanted to get Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires until I found out, oh, you have to choose a kingdom. You can't be a free soldier. I'm like, this is trash. I don't want the game no more. So I probably just stick to Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. In my honest opinion, if they do make a Dynasty Warriors 10, they need to go ahead and reboot it like how they do in the Samurai Warriors games. Because Samurai Warriors 5 got a new fresh coat of paint, and everybody's loving that fucking game, including me. I love that game. Now, anime that disappointed me currently. It's this anime called Rusted Armors. Now, okay, so this is a new one, and this is current me. Rusted Armors is telling the story about Magoichi Saika. Now, for those of y'all who do not know who Magoichi Saika is, get a fucking history book and look up the Saika clan. The Saika clan was known to bring firearms to Japan. Like, real talk, the Saika clan are what introduced firearms to Japan. The little freaking cannon barrel guns that you see pirates in them use and stuff like that and all other shit. That's what they brought to Japan. And I gotta say, it was pretty interesting when I heard that, an anime about Magoichi Saika's getting an anime. And lo and behold, it's fucking CGI.
Oh, hell.
CGI. Oh, okay. I see CGI like how I see 3D with movies. They don't work on everything. They work sometimes. They just don't work on everything. So you can't keep making these shits look like it's CGI. Now, shout out to the homie Elevation. He was like, "Oh yeah, I watched it. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if I can give it a shot the way that art style looks. The art style looks fucking hideous. I'm sorry." And
is it a mecha?
No.
Okay.
It's not a mecha.
I was thinking that because of the name.
No. It's not a mecha. It's a historic one. It tells about the past.
Okay.
But other than that, man, yeah, the two things from my childhood, it was XD anime and Superman 64. Fuck that game. And currently for me, it is Rusted Armors and Dynasty Warriors 9. You still got to think of your childhood when Playboy.
My child, I don't. Oh, okay. I got one. All right. So this game really didn't let me down. It just brought me ginormous pain. Okay. Well,
Pain?
technically it can shut you. Technically, that can be letting me down. But it was a Beyblade game on the GameCube. And note, the gameplay was fine. The music was fucking bumping. But the way you had to play the game was very, let's say, very taxing on the thumbs. Okay, so I damn near got goddamn carpal tunnel because of this goddamn game, because you had to when you ripped, right, when you let it rip, when you went out there and you were battling, you constantly had to tap the A button to keep spinning, and it hurt. It hurt after a while. After like 3 matches, it hurt after a while because you constantly have to tap. You constantly had to tap the A button, and that's really my only gripe with it, because I liked the game. I just didn't like playing it because I didn't want to get. I'm just making all kinds of thumb games with this goddamn game. Like, I didn't understand it. I couldn't do it. Like me and other people, we hated this game. It was like yeah, like it's fun, but at the same time it hurt. it was pain with pleasure, and we didn't like that. So, and the only reason we played it because like we had to get a new copy of Smash Melee because it got scratched up. Yeah, remember them days? But yeah, man, it had to be. I forgot what Beyblade game it was. I probably could find it if I looked it up, but yeah. Fuck that game.
Sweet.
So yeah, we gonna. Anything else you want to say, bro? Any-
No, 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 no.
All right, we good. All right, so we're gonna move on to. We're moving on to JoJo Part 3, The World, and when okay, yeah, here we go. When people bring up video games, why are the first person shooters and realistic games brought up more than fighting games or RPGs or puzzle games? I'll throw puzzle games in there too.
Okay, now I didn't tell him why it wasn't as advertised. Because I said I was gonna say it for the podcast. And here's my reason. My reason is this. And y'all can get mad at me for when I say this, and I don't give a fuck. The games that are being advertised the most are the games that people can easily get into. Because we also had a discussion about this, I think, a while ago, where there was like, it don't take much skill to play stuff like Call of Duty and all those other games that are heavily advertised. It don't take much skill to do that. It really don't. However, it takes a lot of skill to do fighting games. It takes a lot of skill to do RPGs and things of that nature. They want to advertise something that makes someone make the easiest money, because only real true fans of the craft will buy the games that are not really advertised. Like, prime example, I like Dynasty Warriors. Do you see a Dynasty Warriors commercial anywhere? Fuck no. So, proof. Now, Dynasty Warriors ain't a hard game to get into. However, it doesn't have a huge fan base. And you also got to look at the fan base. The fan base has to be huge. Like, fucking, like fucking damn near out of this country huge. Because let's be real, it's called JRPG for a reason, because it takes place in Japan. It is one of the highest ones. It's one of the highest games to be played in Japan, bar none. But here in America,
America.
fuck no. It's basically just trying to sell you the easiest games you can get into. And that is my honest opinion as to why I feel like shooters and other games like sports games, things of that nature, are sold more or are advertised more than RPGs and fighting games. Now, the only fighting game I will give credit to that has been equally advertised is games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Tekken would do great too, but on a whim. But most fighting games are not as advertised well as other ones. And granted, yes, you're speaking to someone who don't watch TV. However, if I'm not subscribed to someone on Twitch, I'm gonna see a fucking ad. And I'm always seeing an ad for fucking Call of Duty Vanguard. I'm sick of it. Because I'm not a huge fan of it. And it's like what I said, you have to be a fan of the craft. Like, if you like JRPGs, then of course you're gonna be on the lookout for the next RPGs coming out for certain companies. And you're gonna want to play it. So as simple as that. And I honestly feel like that is why RPGs and role playing and things of that nature, why is it that they're not as advertised as a first person shooter video game?
I feel the same way too, because I feel like, and also like a lot of times those RPGs and fighting games, they really only get advertised to like their prospective audiences. Like they're not going to be thrown out to every gamer, especially when it comes down to stuff like Street Fighter. Street Fighter is a relatively, I'm not gonna say it's a super easy game to, it's not a super easy fighting game to get into because it's technical as hell, but at the same time, Street Fighter is that fighting game. Like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, they are those fighting games that just about everybody knows about. So like you're most likely gonna see more advertisements for them, but you're not gonna see that many advertisements for Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue or Fighter Z unless you're in those perspective communities of people who play those games. Same thing with RPGs. You're not gonna see that many unless it's like unless that whole advertisement is solely dedicated to that game. So basically, a lot of people aren't really gonna see, you know, those games being advertised like that. And also, a lot of times when they do advertise the games, or whether it be PlayStation or Xbox, I'm not including Nintendo because Nintendo give to a degree give shine to like their heavy hitters, like the Pokemon and Legend of Zelda and stuff. So when you see PlayStation, they're mostly advertising, some Call of Duty stuff. Same thing with Xbox, or they're advertising a lot of Fortnite or a lot of Apex and a lot of realistic games. Like back when these games were hot, we saw a lot of advertisements for The Last of Us 2, the Uncharted series, you know, more realistic human looking games, stuff like that. So those are the games that were more put out there other than like the cartoony looking games like the Ratchet and Clanks and the Crash Bandicoots and the um a lot of the Final Fantasy games. Even though those games have realistic looking people, it's still like a magical kind of world, kind of RPG kind of game. And there are a lot of gamers out there who don't play RPGs, so those games really aren't going to be advertised like that unless that that ad or that excuse me, that commercial is solely based on that one game. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like it would be cooler. It would be cool if they did give those games more shine, especially when it comes down to advertising them more, and probably possibly get people into those games, possibly into something new other than just your Call of Duties and your Fortnites and your Apexes and your realistic looking games and stuff like that. Basically, realistic games are just you just playing a movie most of the time. They're just you playing a movie. But yeah, I that's my take on that. I just wish they were more advertised a little bit more, so people can see that there's more out there than just the stuff we mentioned earlier.
It's like what I said. It's just easier to get into first person shooters. And I ain't trying to be rude, but when it comes to the demographic of games, kids and casuals be the main ones playing these shits.
Yeah.
But but not honestly, I also feel like gaming conventions and gaming shows, like like the gaming awards and E3 are for people like us.
Yeah.
Like real talk.
Because we watch
I
we
feel
sit
like,
and watch them motherfuckers.
right. Casuals don't do that.
Yeah.
Casuals are not gonna sit there and watch a E3 conference. Casuals are not gonna sit there and watch the gaming awards. They're not gonna do that. But us, we do, and we be genuinely excited for a game that's coming out or a game we are excited about and things of that nature.
Something's getting a
See,
remake or something like that.
right, right, a remake and everything. Because not gonna lie, when I saw Tales of Arise and the fact that that game won RPG of the year warms my fucking heart. Have I gotten further into it? Fuck no. I know I need to. But I also feel like I need to put more time to that game. Like I literally have to pick a day to where I'm not doing anything but playing this damn game. And that's gonna be a hassle because I'm trying to stay focused on cause see I'm trying to stay focused on making my content and things of that nature. So yeah, that's why I said it's gonna be difficult.
But we'll get there. We'll get to that point. Hopefully soon. But we'll get to that point. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to say before we move on to the pie? Or we move on to part 4, JoJo?
My favorite part. No, I don't really have anything to say on this one either.
Well, all right. Part 4, JoJo. Have you ever gotten burnt out on video games or anime? And he knows, but I'll explain this a little bit more in detail for y'all. You know how sometimes you'll like there's so many new anime coming out this year. They're like during the different seasons of the year, right? Then you have so many different. You have maybe 4 or 5 games that are coming out that you want in this year, and let's say you watch like four. No, you know what? That's too high. Let's say you watch 3 of the new anime that you were planning on watching, and you're exhausted, or you're exhausted and you had to like keep up with all of them. Especially if you're a content creator or anything like that, you had to talk about or review these things, whether it be the manga or the anime. And also, if you're with games, if you're if one of your favorite games came out, one of the games you've been wanted to play came out, but also while you're playing that, the other game that you wanted also came out, like maybe a month or two later. So now you put the other game on hold, and then you start playing that, and then you kind of drift off, and then all the anime and manga stuff you were reading and watching still going on, but you just get exhausted, or the games you were playing you still want to play them, but you just get exhausted, and you go for it. You take a break from everything. You come back, but you take a break from everything. That's happened to me many times. I'll but I won't say for me in the case of anime, I binge watch my anime. Or for me, I'll wait to the season. I'll wait till the let's say if it has two. Let's say if it has or it's season one. I'll watch the okay Eden Zero. I love Eden Zero. I waited until season one of Eden Zero was over, and then I spent a weekend, just 2 days, a Friday and a Saturday, and I just binge watched season one, and that was it. And I waited like maybe a month later, and then season two came out. So for me, whenever animes that I like or animes I've been putting on hold or out, I'll usually pick two out of the bunch and I'll watch both of them at the same time. I'll watch an episode, I'll watch maybe 10 episodes of one, and then I'll move on to the other one, depending on how long they are. But with games, um, whenever I feel burnt out on games, and that's me, and he'll tell you like I'm kind of picky with games. I'm not the gamer I used to be. And I'm kind of picky when it comes down to video games. 'Cause I don't buy a lot of new games that come out and stuff. I really like to wait until I see something that really catches my eye to where I'll play it. Like, and for example, Scarlet Nexus. Wait, I was really anticipating that game. I wanted it so goddamn bad, and I got it. And that game has so many hours in it. But I've been burnt out on games before because sometimes I'll play all my games, stuff like that, and I've beaten everything. And a lot of times I won't play. A lot of times I won't play the game anymore unless some DLC something comes out, or unless there's something in the game I really really want to do. Because a lot of times I 100% my games. I'm sort of a completionist thanks to Kingdom Hearts, but a lot of times I'll either play something and I won't play it anymore unless some DLC comes out. Other than that, it just kind of sits on my system. So it's that, and also I get burnt out on stuff, especially when I get burnt out because especially when like if ain't nothing if the game really like if I'm just not feeling it today or something like that, I won't play anything. I've gone weeks without playing games sometimes because sometimes I just don't be feeling like I just don't be feeling the gamer mood. I still love video games. I always will. I don't think there ever be a day where I don't pick up a controller and play something. I'll be 85 years old still playing freaking Cage 2. But man, I just sometimes I really just don't want to play anything. And sometimes some of my games will get that DLC or get that, and then that's the only time I play it again. But other than that, like, yeah, that's my whole thing on that.
Okay. And to answer your question, have I ever been burnt out on anime and video games? Video games, never. I have never been burnt out on video games. Never. Anime? Hell yeah. There has literally been a time to where I have not watched like I haven't literally sat down and watched an anime like that in a while. Until 2022 came around, I literally told myself I was gonna be better at this content creating stuff. Still having issues doing that, but I'm still watching the animes that I said I was gonna watch on time. The only anime I have not started on yet, and once again, still proud of myself for doing this, is Tribe 9. I still have not watched Tribe 9 yet. I watched Requiem of the Rose King. I watched Tokyo 24th War, Orient, Love of Kill. I need to catch up to The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest. I think those are all the animes. Oh, and Salaryman's Club, but it's only one episode of that anime, so I could do that. And I also need to catch up to the anime I've been watching, such as Platinum's End and Shaman King and all that stuff. And I was also planning on starting some other things too, because people keep telling me that this one anime looks like a Disney movie called Ranking of Kings. Looks good, and Hut, our homie Elevation, he recommended me the case study of Vanitas, which I'm also planning on watching. It was on my list, but yeah, I've never been burnt out playing video games, never. Reason being because I feel like video games is just an escape for me. Like if I'm going through so much shit, like it's that escape that I need to, continue. Like if I don't have my game, don't be near me because I don't know what I do. But all I know is that whatever I'm gonna do is not positive. Just to let folks know.
Just let y'all know, man. If we ain't have video games, we'll be out here doing some stuff. That's things that we ain't gonna be proud of.
True. But then again, I feel like if I didn't have video games, I feel like I'd be fully dedicated to anime.
Yeah, I feel like if I didn't have games, I'd probably be fully dedicated to tokusatsu.
Right. So there's that. But regardless, it was but in all honesty, regardless about being burnt out on video games and anime and things of that nature, because like what I said, I don't think I've been burnt out on certain video games, but not like me putting down the controller and playing it. Because I've been burnt out on a couple of series. Because for one, I'm burnt out on Warframe, and I probably never will return to that game. Like never. And everybody can sit up here and tell me it done got better. But I promise you, if I get a good night's sleep and I play that game again and I fall asleep, I felt like I installed it for nothing.
I don't think. Quick side note. I recently played. I recently played Warframe again because that's a game. That game ain't never going nowhere because that was like when I first got my PS4. That was the first game I got, so it's like it's like the veteran of my system. So, and I've ever since, thanks to our homeboy Alex, he's the one that got me into Warframe. So I have like a sentimental kind of value with the game, and I've had so much like fun with the game, and also I'm really proud of my frames, like the frames that I've actually made and built, and also it's a lot of new content in the game, the new war, a lot of new story stuff. So I'm really interested in seeing like how they're gonna end this war. But other than that though, like that's even if I didn't play the game for a long time, it's still gonna stay on my system because it was the first man here. So
Exactly, the first man there.
Yeah, but yeah, anything else? Any more? Damn, what I was gonna say. Anything else you want to say before we move on to part 5 of JoJo?
I'm kind of breezing through these.
I feel like it. I feel like we are. Because number three, I thought we were gonna be on it a little bit more. But we know we've seen so much, and we've seen like in our years of being a nerd, we've seen so much and played so much stuff, and like just been in these communities so long that like we kind of know exactly how we feel most of the time. Like we know exactly how we feel about a lot of stuff that we talk about. So like, especially with me and you, like me and you agree on a lot of things. We really don't have like that many different opinions about stuff. So it's like, and we also respect each other's opinions and respect each other's words. So it ain't really like any not arguments, but like debates really happening. So it's like, how we just get through it fast.
Exactly, we do.
So and also we've been doing this podcast stuff for like how long is this? Like at least
If
maybe
we
like
really bro, if you really want to count it, we've
I feel
been
like
doing this podcast thing for
I feel
like
like 8 years.
almost, yeah, about 8 years, which has been mm, actually 10 years in a month since we rekindled our friendship.
Yeah, because like I mean I wouldn't say it was like all those years straight, but it's like it was a lot of on and off moments.
Well, of course it
But
was.
yeah,
Yeah. Of course it was like on and off moments on that. Um, it's just okay. In all honesty, and this is a little off topic. It's just that because you can't really find people like this man here who will rock with you when it comes to this podcast. Like real talk, because it's like what I said. You saw we have a lot of people, and people fell off and did their own thing, and that's fine. And that's fine. We're not getting upset or anything. But the fact of the matter is that not doing this alone is very rewarding. That's like it's like the best thing I can say about it.
and it's with your greatest opponent. Like, come on.
For that great part shit. But anyway, go
Like,
ahead.
shut up. I'm your great. Look, let me tell y'all something. Hashtag greatest opponent in the freaking comment section because this is also going on the tube. So, I mean, this going on the tube. So, yeah, I'm this man's greatest opponent. I don't give a fuck what he say. All right, accept it. Just like
No.
you, just like you accepted the darkness. Accept this rage. Okay, let chaos reign. All right.
How you gonna tell him to accept rage when you the one that be calling me Dragon Ball Super Broly?
I mean, you are.
You over here sitting up here telling me to
Only
accept
person that's
rage.
only other person I can see you as in Dragon Ball is like Vegeta or Piccolo.
Oh God, not Vegeta. I don't have an issue with Vegeta, but I'm not short.
I know, but like say I'm saying like personality wise, and also like, you got a lot of pride, you know.
Do I?
In some aspects you do. Not to the extent of him, but you got a lot of pride because you got a lot of pride in what you do and who you are as a person. So
Who I am as a person.
I feel like you do. That's what I see. You know.
Fascinating.
They always talk about how motherfuckers see stuff in you that you don't see in yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, it's either super Broly. You'll never be classic non-canon Broly.
And I don't
He
want to
was
be.
he was just a fucking psycho. I'm talking I'm talking about this super Broly got some substance. I mean, yeah, my mom calls him a gentle barbarian. But if you fuck with him, he a barbarian. But yeah, man. But like at the same time, for me, I'm obviously Gohan or Future Trunks, and that's really about it. But even though I claim to be a Namekian because I claim Namekian. I could never be like, I don't really think I'd be like a full blooded Saiyan. But yeah, but we gon' you ready? We're gonna move on to part 5. Back while we just got there talking about some anime shit. Part 5 of JoJo. In your opinion, what is one of your favorite anime characters, good or evil? Most badass moment.
I'm going first.
Let's do it, then.
Aizen when he revealed to everyone that he was the traitor.
That motherfucker took the glasses off, they faded back, he slicked their hair back, and he just turned sexy.
I ain't talking about that moment. I'm talking about the moment when Ichigo tried to attack him and he stopped the music and the sword with just one fucking finger. And punched down on and just tapped the sword with his finger and made Ichigo explode from the inside. What kind of shit was that? Like, really? I mean, Ichigo just running up to him like, I got you, eyes, and nope.
Come here. Oh.
That's villain. That's villain one for me. Because I enjoyed that. What's another moment? Well, clearly How ass, considering that How from Shaman King, considering that, you know, every time he uses Spirit of Fire, it's just dope. And he literally keeps that same smile on his face throughout the whole time. The whole freaking time. Lelouch, all the Code Geass, all of it. The entire
all of it?
All of it. All of it. The entire, I think, almost 50 episode anime. Especially the end, where he literally said, oh yeah, this is, in the words of Tony Baker, that was my plan all along. And freaking unified the world, not countries, the world. His plan was literally, I'm going to become the most hated person on this earth, and y'all will not have a choice but to make an alliance with each and every one of y'all just to stop me. And it worked. It worked. And Lucy's like, well, since I did that, I guess I'm done. Nah, you ain't done. Cause then you brought in the movie. You brought in the movie. You literally stopped someone whose Geass ability is to rewind time. That ish was crazy. Huh?
I still ain't seen the movie. Fuck.
Yeah, you gotta see the movie. What was another badass moment? Because I have plenty of badass moments when it comes to this. Shit. Clearly, another badass moment. Villain wise. Well, no, not villain wise. Freaking Alucard from Hellsing. That freaking release restraint 0, and he just took all the Nazis out with him. Cause I was like, damn. I like, for real.
Get all this demon action.
And of course, the ultimate beatdowns in every JoJo show. In every freaking JoJo show, the ultimate beatdowns. And what I mean by ultimate beatdowns is in part 3 when freaking Jotaro beat the ever living hell out of Steely Dan. When Josuke beat the hell out the dude who was in the hospital because Josuke went in there and he was like, yeah. Oh, so you're the guy who got on my nerves. And he was like, hey man, I'm injured. You wouldn't hurt an injured person. And Josuke literally healed him and said, hey, since you're injured, that means I can hit you, right? And just fucked him up and just fucked this shit up entirely.
And then healed him again.
right, and then healed him again. And the Muda heard around the world, the 7-page Muda with freaking Giorno versus Chocolata. When Giorno did that 7-page Muda, that shit was fucking epic.
Oh hell yeah, fuck that dude.
He fucked him up.
Threw that dude in a dumpster. No, threw that dude in the back of a
He's dead.
He dead. That shit crushes you.
Right, he got crushed and compacted. That man's dead. And that's the beauty of it. You know what? Fuck it. Even though Yoshikage Kira is not, I mean, even though Yoshikage Kira is not my favorite, is not one of my favorite villains. When he killed Shigechi, he did me a favor. When he killed that fat fuck, he did me a favor.
He killed that fat fuck.
Shigechi got on my nerve, bro.
He got on my nerves too.
Shigechi got on my nerves, and the way he died, his hand was on that doorknob and freaking Killer Queen. Oh no, you shouldn't touch that doorknob, bro. I turned that into a bomb. I pressed that bitch down, and all you see was him looking in the window, just Josuke and Okuyasu shooting this shit. Josuke!
They turn around. Oh shit!
Yeah, man. Freaking Josuke turned around. Did you hear that? No, I ain't hear nothing. All right, well, you saying, and I'm like, yeah, don't give a fuck about this fat bass. Fuck you.
It went right back to talking shit about him. Like that.
I don't like him. Like real talk. I'm sorry. I don't like him. I don't like this man. Another badass moment was in Seven Deadly Sins when Bond came from purgatory and went one on one with the Demon King possessed Meliodas, and he's not an immortal. He gave up his immortality already, and yet he is still trading blows with this motherfucker like it wasn't nothing.
I saw that fight.
And yeah, even though, you know, people think his last season's bullshit because of how poorly animated it is, I actually still enjoyed that fight. But then again, I read a lot of manga. Another badass moment. I know I'm keep going with the badass moments. I don't care. Another badass moment. The number one American hero in the My Hero Academia manga.
Oh, her quirk is absolutely shattered.
Exactly. And that fight between her and Shigaraki was fucking amazing. I was like, damn.
She was like, "You think you Jesus, huh? Let's go."
Bruh.
They basically turned Shigaraki into fucking Jesus. I don't care.
Not quite. But
not quite, like an anti-Jesus.
Also still not quite. But yeah, man. But yeah, man. Freaking But yeah, the number one American hero. She was dope. Her quirk is literally called Stars and Stripes.
America.
Fuck no. Anyway,
in terms of her, fuck yeah.
well, yeah. In terms of her, fuck yeah. But yeah, it's like what I said. It's just a lot of badass moments. Let me think. I gotta think of another one. I'm sorry.
Let me go, damn it.
Fine, go. Damn.
Hey.
Hey. Fuck on that one.
Hey, I'm sorry. All right. I apologize humbly. But one of my favorite badass moments is when goddamn God Sensei beat the shit out of Madara.
That was dope.
That was my shit. It was like, yeah, man. I mean, that ain't chakra. That's literally my evaporating blood turned into a dragon head. I was like, let's go. And you are putting the absolute beat down on goddamn Madara. Even though, yeah, Madara is my favorite villain in Naruto, but to see him get his ass whooped like that while also being in like his sage of 6 paths 10 tails form, yeah, and just say, yeah, fuck your genjutsu, fuck everything you got. I'm hitting you with absolute nothing but just pure freaking might, and it just, yeah, let's go. Ichigo versus Aizen, that final fight where he was just dog walking freaking Aizen that whole freaking fight. My two favorite moments in that whole fight is when he grabs Aizen by his fucking face and throws his ass into a mountain. Also when Aizen did that like number 95, what was it? He did a keto that was like number like in the 90s, and Ichigo just swipes it away with his fucking hand. And this keto was like he put you in a whole different dimension of darkness. And Ichigo was like, nah, bruh, bow, and just swipes it away. I'm like, let's fucking go. And whole thing of Mugetsu, I wish that form could have did a little bit more, but at the same time, that form was a one hit and the whole wave of black, and it just the wave freaking anime was overall just fucking immaculate. And got another one. Gurren Lagann, just every giga drill break, every single freaking one. Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann is my favorite Gurren Lagann form. Man, that freaking that diamond shaped corkscrew kind of drilling through these big ugly freaking ships with faces. It was over with. I was so down. I rewinded all of that multiple freaking times. Um, the Gurren Lagann movie, Super Tengen Toppa, the big, where they literally are walking universe, and that this Giga drill, these two drills is touching each other and literally sucking in the entire universe at a point. I was like, yo, what's happening? And we just said, fuck all that. We just gonna we just gonna create 7 new fucking Big Bangs at once, and ain't nobody gonna die. Cause we badass like that. And I would have to say Ichigo versus Grimjow. The third fight, where he's getting ready to attack Ichigo. Ichigo grabs his hand and slices him down the middle. That shit. And then the episode ends on that. I was like, yo, let's go. And Kirishima. I'm saying my best boy for last. Well, not my best, but he in the it ain't my number one ever made, but I'm gonna say my favorite My Hero character for last. When he was fighting with him and Fat Gum, this was made Fat Gum my second favorite character. When him and Fat Gum were fighting two of goddamn, what was the homeboy's name? They were his homeboy that captured Eri. Overhaul, yeah. Two of Overhaul's homeboys, the big strength dude, and the other dude that can make barriers and shit. Man, when Kirishima punched through that damn barrier and just went to freaking work on this, I was like, yes, thank you, Red Riot, let's go. My figurine is smiling at me right now. Thank you, by the way. But
no problem.
But yeah, man. Damn, I got a lot too. Fuck it. Okay, you go ahead. Well, you can do your last. I'm gonna do one more.
My last.
Yeah. Come on, you big baby.
This one's kind of dark.
I don't care. We dark around here. Let chaos reign. Go.
When Lelouch realized that the Death Note wasn't a joke, and that freaking montage of him killing criminals.
The way some of the motherfuckers was dying was funny though.
And that freaking chorus in the back just made it more.
It was like a big ass shark just eating motherfuckers.
Exactly. And I liked it. both parts. Like when he realized that the Death Note wasn't a joke, and can't believe I'm about to say this, after he killed L, because there was another montage that he did when he killed L.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. I'm sorry, L.
Bad guys. Man.
Do you even have a favorite villain?
I have favorite villains, yeah. I really don't have a favorite villain for Bleach. I really don't, because a lot of the villains in Bleach were like main villains. And a lot of the main villains in Bleach were kind of like filler guys. Because Aizen was technically like the villain for like the entire series. Until you get to 1,000-Year Blood War. I'm gonna skip Bleach. But I'll go back to Gurren Lagann. When the goddamn anti-spiral literally shot a blast so big, he grabbed 2 galaxies, fused them together, and then shot a blast out of them. And while this blast is hitting you, it's the equivalent of the Big Bang. And while you're getting hit by it's also creating more galaxies. So you're basically taking the impact of a universe being created to the face. And I was just like, yo, how we gonna beat these? How we gonna beat this motherfucker? Because I really thought like, man, how we gonna beat this? They can also manipulate probability to where, yeah, I could be hitting you, but it's doing absolutely no damage. You know why? It's just because I say it don't. Like, dude, like that was one that shit just made me think like, man, ain't nobody, we ain't beating this motherfucker if he could do that. Um, I have to say Janemba Janemba from the Dragon Ball movie, where second form Janemba, when he trying to when he how he overall just dog walked freaking SS3 Goku, just like I was, man, he literally got, you just made a sword out of nothing, and then now you just like slicing through freaking dimensions with this sword, and even if the blast misses you, that blast still goes and it still hits somebody in another dimension. Even that glass move he does when he shoots the glass shards, yeah, that's cutting somebody else up too in another dimension. So it's like that. Janemba just had to be one of my favorite movie villains overall. Uh, Goku Black, of course. Goku Black, when he sat there, charged up that black Kamehameha and hit Goku and Trunks, I thought they was gonna die. I swear to God, I thought they was gonna fucking die. And I have to say, I don't know. I do a Full Metal Alchemist wise. Not a villain, but when Mustang killed Lust, I'll do that. When Mustang just overall just sent that bitch to hell. But yeah, I'm done. That's
Same.
But yeah, man, we're gonna move on to part 6 of JoJo.
Jolene.
And for her fine ass. And as a content creator, what is the platform you have the most fun with and also spend the most time on?
TikTok.
But also the one you work the hardest on.
TikTok.
Is it?
Listen, man.
I don't mean like have the most fun with. I mean like you work the hardest on.
Oh, then Twitch.
Okay.
It's definitely Twitch. It's not YouTube, in all honesty and fairness, because I'm still iffy about the things that I'm dealing with when it comes to YouTube. I'm still iffy about the relationship I have with YouTube. Now, the most fun I have, definitely TikTok. Reason being, because I met a lot of good people on there. Like real talk, I met a lot of good people on TikTok.
I love the it's TikTok for me too. For me, the one I work the hardest on is you. Me, we're reversed on that. Mine is YouTube. The one I work the least on is Twitch, and the one I have the most fun with is TikTok, because it would have been YouTube, but I lost my channel, so I'm working my way back up in this new one, and also I just bought a new computer, so that's a thing. And Twitch, I have fun with Twitch for a while. Just streaming I had fun with for a while, but overall I started to get burnt out on streaming, and for a while streaming got kind of boring to me. Even though I was very, very, this guy knows I was super like dedicated and very, very consistent when it came down to streaming. Before I started streaming on Twitch, I was streaming on YouTube, but I was very consistent when it came down to streaming. I streamed every weekend, and if I didn't stream, I let people know. I would stream maybe 2 to 3 hours, starting from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I had a whole schedule. Like, I really liked the streaming for a very long time, and eventually, it just kind of went south for me. Yeah, I still do it, but I don't like it. Is I'm not like that dedicated with it like I used to be. YouTube, I'm pretty good with YouTube when it come down to that. I'm pretty consistent when it come down to YouTube. I upload like twice a week. Like twice a week. So I got a good schedule on YouTube. But TikTok, I basically can. TikTok is the place where I have my biggest following, and I wish it wasn't like that because I started with YouTube. At first, YouTube was my biggest following, but I started with YouTube, and I really just felt bad about it. I mean, I started with YouTube, and I kind of wish that YouTube was my biggest following, but TikTok is, and I'm 9,000 followers, not over 9,000 followers strong, and I also met, like how he said, I met a lot of good people on TikTok. Um, Overall, my experience on TikTok has been very positive. Yeah, overall, it's been very very positive. So TikTok, yeah, I have the most fun with it because I that's where I get the most interactions as well too. Um, I get a lot of awesome comments. People liking my videos, following me. Every day I wake up, I got really positive comments and stuff. So you know, it feels good. It feels good. It does. I'm excited to do TikToks and stuff. I am like I do at least whenever I do TikToks, I do like six. I do like six in a row, and then I'm good. But yeah, like coming out of TikTok, I met a lot of good people on there. I actually made friends and stuff like that on TikTok, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. In all honesty, for me, I just wish that the community would be more consistent when it comes to TikTok. Like people who support me on TikTok, I kind of just want them to support me on other, social media
Yeah,
sites and things of that nature.
yeah. I've tried
Like,
to I've tried to gravitate people from my TikTok to my YouTube and my Instagram and stuff, but just gotta keep working at it.
right, same here, same here. I honestly gotta keep working at it too.
But I feel
But
like,
but it's kind of difficult in my honest opinion.
yeah.
You know what you gonna say?
But I feel like for me, it's like I feel like, yeah, you like my TikToks and you follow me for like my dance and gloving stuff. But when you go to my YouTube, it's like completely different content. So it's like I don't know, I don't know how people are gonna feel about that. I mean, it did work to a degree, but other than that, like, still gotta work at it.
Yeah, same. But once again, very tedious.
It is.
Now I just need to think on what it is I need to do. I mean, look, man. I understand that I understand that like a lot of people just I don't know because a lot of people got these great communities and things of that nature, and yeah, you happy for them, but at the same time, you kind of discouraged. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I'm honestly just saying how I feel. Now, am I saying I'm jealous of these people? No, absolutely not. I want them to have that success. I want them to prevail.
We like seeing people win.
I want to do the best that I can to make my content the same as theirs. I'm just, I know I gotta be consistent with it, but I'm just kind of stuck on the fence. I feel like I'm stagnant. I can't move. I can't move forward. I can't move back. I can't leave and things of that nature. Now, yeah, I know I can always leave, but I'm choosing not to.
I feel you.
So yeah, it was so yeah, I'm kind of just and another thing, lack of support. Like I kind of want to talk about that too, since we're talking about social media and stuff.
Yeah.
Lack of support when it comes to the things that you do. Like in all honesty and fairness, man, if someone say they watch you, okay, you say you watch me, but you never make yourself known. I understand, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, views ain't everything, but at least make yourself known. Make yourself known. Let me know if you there and things of that nature. You can literally just say hi and keep it moving. I'm not gonna keep questioning you. I was gonna say, hey, how you doing? How's your weekend? Or whatever time of day I'm playing this and things of that nature. But like the whole thing with trying to get that support. At first, I was discouraged. Now, at this point, I really don't care. If they're there, they're there. If they're not, they're not. I honestly don't care. And hearing advice from a couple of streamers, they say, "Oh, well, why don't you just do it to like a followers chat only, because it's Black History Month and a lot of black creators gonna be hate rated because they feel like they can make a joke or some bullshit like that." But there are a couple of additions that keep you away from that place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about. The lack of support.
I feel like I feel you on that whole lack of support thing, but at the same time, for me, it's like, it's sad to say, but a lot of times, like, you gonna have that, you gonna have those few friends who gonna be there, who like, support and stuff like that. But a lot of the time, your biggest supporters are gonna be people that don't even know you.
And that's upsetting.
And yeah, it is. That's upsetting. That's not what that's you want people who you don't even know to support you and stuff. But at the same time, you want the people that you love and stuff like that, that in real life, to be there with you with your stuff. And you don't even have to, you don't even ask it for much. Just say, hey, like my stuff or watch my stuff or stuff like that. And a lot of times when you don't get it, it's discouraging. It makes you feel kind of bad, but at the same time, you just kind of got you just kind of got to just get to that point where I'm just keep going, because eventually you'll get where you want to be at. And when you do get to where you want to be at, then a lot of those things that discouraged you before won't really matter. It's just to a degree it's a sad journey. But yeah, we ain't mean to get all kind of sad on you or whatever, kind of sad on y'all or whatever. We just stating facts,
Yeah.
of how it be when when you trying to, when you doing something that you love and whatever, and you just really don't get the support that you really wish that you had from the people in your real life. And it can be very discouraging and sometimes disappointing. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to say, man, before we get up out of here for the night?
No, nothing else at the moment.
Well, all right, y'all. We're gonna see y'all next Friday with another RealmBreakers podcast. We appreciate y'all coming out tonight. We appreciate y'all getting that, especially on the YouTube side or whatever, or whenever or whatever time you are hearing this / watching this. We appreciate just you clicking and hearing our voice for however long it was. If you made it this far in the podcast, we very much appreciate you guys. And we're gonna see y'all next Friday with another RealmBreakers podcast. It's your boy Ron Wilson, Spiky Boy, bus driver. We're gonna see y'all next time. Peace out, everybody. Get off the bus.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Another podcast done, another realm broken. Um, in all honesty, we have been rocking with this podcast for a very long time, and we're gonna keep pushing it. Now just to let you guys know, the RealmBreakers do have their own Facebook page and our own Instagram page as well. So if you want to follow us on both of there, because that's where you're actually going to be getting some updates and stuff from us. Maybe earlier questions and things of that nature. Maybe questions you can answer, and we can bring them here on the podcast and things of that nature, and see how that works. Perhaps maybe that'll work, perhaps not too sure. But regardless, that's us. We are the Realm Breakers. And don't forget, everybody, to keep breaking all the realms
And fucking the multiverse up.
and y'all have yourselves a great one, and we are out.
Yeah, let chaos reign.